Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for this week's blog, Seeing God's World Like a Child. First, I want to thank all of you for continuing to, read my blog, watch my video. I can't tell you how much that means to me, so thank you. Well, this weekend we have Devin, our little almost 3-year-old granddaughter, and it's been such a joy to have her. And I just wish I could be 3 years old again, just to have her, the soft skin, the freshness of her, the intelligent eyes, the inquisitive nature. She is just so much fun. And so Mark and I took her to Storyland today, and it was such an adventure. This was our first big adventure without the older sisters along. So we took her on rides, and it was just so much fun seeing her transition from someone who was scared to go on rides to someone who was, more confident, and she was like sure of herself when she was going on all the rides. And then at the very end of the day, she was exhausted. So she just threw herself back on the grass and just laid there and just kind of curled up, and she was just having the best time on the grass. And I was thinking to myself, I know there's ants in there, and I know there's probably creepy crawly things, but she didn't care. She was just enjoying life to the fullest. And it's just really interesting that I went this afternoon and looked at scripture and saw that God really wants us to become more like children, to enter to enter heaven. And in Mark and Matthew, both books have, scripture to that effect. And I'm thinking to myself, how does this mind, my mind that's, full of junk, get to a point where it's like a child's mind who sees God's world like a child? It was really nice to see Devin today. She doesn't have any filters as she interacts with other children. She just sees them as children. There's no distinctions at all. And, I'm thinking to myself, how great would this world be if we could all get to that point, get to that place where we all saw each other as, children of God, and that there were no distinctions whatsoever. We just interacted with each other because we're God's children, instead of we're Americans, or we're Europeans, or we're Chinese, or however, we label ourselves. So anyway, I just thought, how can I get to that place? And, the only way you can get there is through prayer and asking for God's help. And that's what I plan to do this week, is ask for God's help in that area of my life where I don't see people poor or rich. I don't see, people, educated or not educated. I just want to see people as people. And so that's going to be my prayer this week. I just wanted to share that because it's been such a great day today. I love you all, and let me know how you feel about all this on Facebook. Anyway, love you all, and I will see you next week. Bye.